Tonight your soulmate finally reveals the secret they swore to hide forever. My beloved child, wait, before you scroll away, pause for just one moment. Tonight is unlike any other night. There is a silence surrounding your story that has existed for far longer than you realize. Somewhere, a person connected to your journey has been carrying words they promised themselves would never leave their heart. They believed that hiding the truth would protect everyone involved. But secrets have a strange way of becoming heavier with every passing day. And tonight, that weight feels impossible to carry any longer. Don't skip. Every moment from here brings you closer to something you never expected to hear. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next few moments may change the way you look at every unanswered question that has followed you until now. Look closer at the moments that once seemed ordinary. The unexpected silence. The conversations that suddenly stopped. The feeling that someone wanted to say more but chose to walk away instead. None of it happened without a reason. The truth has been standing quietly in the background this entire time, waiting for the perfect moment to step into the light. What if the distance was never about losing feelings? What if the waiting was never meant to push you away? Tonight, hidden emotions begin to rise, and the promise to stay silent starts to break apart. Stay till the end, because what is about to unfold is far greater than a simple confession. It is the beginning of a story that has been preparing itself long before either of you realized it. But before that secret is finally spoken, one final obstacle remains. A single choice. A single moment of courage. Your soulmate stands at the edge of revealing everything they have hidden for so long, yet one quiet fear still whispers for them to remain silent forever. Will that fear win? Or will the truth finally become impossible to hide? Don't skip. The answer is closer than you think, and the next chapter reveals the first words they never imagined they would finally have the courage to say. A quiet shift is already happening. The walls your soulmate built around their heart are beginning to crack, not because someone forced them to speak, but because the truth has become stronger than the silence. Every memory they tried to ignore keeps returning with greater clarity. Every path they took to escape their feelings somehow led them back to the same place, back to you. Stay till the end. What happens next is something they once believed could never happen, and tonight the words they buried deep inside refuse to stay hidden any longer. For a long time, they convinced themselves that keeping this secret would protect both of you. They smiled when they needed to, remained silent when they wanted to speak, and pretended everything was ordinary while their heart carried an extraordinary burden. But something unexpected changed. A simple reminder, an unforgettable memory, or even a quiet moment alone made them realize that some truths only grow louder when they are ignored. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The sentence they are preparing to reveal has the power to make every confusing moment from the past suddenly make sense. Now the distance between silence and honesty is smaller than ever before. They can almost hear their own heart saying, "No more hiding." Yet before those words finally leave their lips, one final realization is about to stop them in their tracks, a realization so unexpected that even they never saw it coming. And when that moment arrives, nothing between you will ever feel the same again. A single moment changes everything. Your soulmate suddenly realizes that the secret they protected for so long is no longer protecting anyone, it is only keeping two hearts separated by unanswered questions. The silence that once felt safe now feels heavier than the truth itself. Every passing hour reminds them that time cannot erase genuine emotions. Instead, it makes them impossible to ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is where the story begins to take an unexpected turn. As they replay every memory, they notice details they once overlooked. The conversations that ended too soon. The words left unsaid. The moments when they almost reached out but stopped at the last second. They begin to understand that what they feared most was never the truth, it was the possibility of revealing it too late. That realization shakes them deeply. Suddenly, every excuse loses its power, and every reason to remain silent starts fading away. Tonight feels different because their heart is finally choosing courage over hesitation. But just as they prepare to reveal everything, one final surprise appears. A sign they never expected. A feeling so clear that it leaves them completely speechless. It convinces them that this secret was never meant to stay hidden forever. Yet the first words they are about to speak are not the words anyone would predict. Those unexpected words will open the next chapter, where the truth finally begins to unfold in a way neither of you could have imagined. Everything becomes quiet for a moment, almost as if the world itself is waiting. Your soulmate takes one deep breath and realizes there is no perfect time left to hide behind. The secret that once felt impossible to reveal now feels impossible to keep. Every heartbeat reminds them that the truth deserves a voice. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next few moments are unlike anything that has happened so far. The closer they come to speaking, the more they understand that this secret was never about fear alone. It was about hope, the hope that one day the timing would finally feel right. Tonight, that feeling arrives without warning. The doubts that held them back begin to disappear, replaced by an unexpected sense of peace. For the first time in a very long while, they stop imagining what could go wrong and start believing in what could finally go right. Every unanswered question from the past begins connecting like pieces of a puzzle that were always meant to fit together. And then it happens. Their lips begin to move, but before the full truth is spoken, one final realization stops them for just a second. It is even bigger than the secret itself. They discover that this revelation is only the beginning of a much greater story, one that has been unfolding quietly behind the scenes all along. Don't skip, because the next chapter reveals the words they have waited forever to say, and nothing after that moment will ever feel the same again. A calm settles over everything, and in that silence, your soulmate finally understands there is no turning back. The truth has reached the point where it refuses to stay hidden for another night. Every unanswered feeling, every forgotten memory, and every quiet hope has led to this exact moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the words they are about to release have lived inside their heart far longer than anyone could imagine. For the first time, they stop questioning whether they should speak and begin thinking about how to say what has always been true. They remember the moments that made them smile without reason, the times your presence stayed in their thoughts long after the day had ended, and the quiet feeling that never disappeared no matter how much they tried to move past it. Suddenly, everything becomes clear. The secret was never meant to be hidden forever. It was waiting for the moment when honesty would become stronger than fear. Tonight, that moment has finally arrived, and the distance between silence and truth is almost gone. But just as the first complete sentence is ready to be spoken, something unexpected captures their attention. A final sign, so personal and so impossible to ignore that it changes the meaning of everything they plan to say. They realize the secret is only one piece of a much greater revelation that has been quietly unfolding all along. Don't skip, because the next chapter reveals why this night was destined to happen exactly the way it did, and the answer is far more surprising than anyone expects. A feeling they cannot explain suddenly fills the room. It is not loud, yet it is impossible to ignore. Your soulmate closes their eyes for a brief moment, and every reason they once had for staying silent begins to disappear. They finally understand that some truths are meant to find their way into the light, no matter how long they have been hidden. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because this is the closest they have ever been to revealing everything. The words they have rehearsed 1,000 times no longer sound like a dream. They feel real. They remember every moment that quietly pulled them back toward you, every coincidence that never truly felt like a coincidence, and every unanswered question that kept returning to their heart. Suddenly, they realized the greatest secret was not what they wanted to say, it was how deeply those feelings had grown while they were pretending nothing had changed. That realization leaves them completely speechless, and for the first time, they stop running from the truth. Then, just before the final confession escapes their lips, one last unexpected detail changes everything. They discover that the story is far bigger than they imagined, and the next words they speak will reveal not only the secret they hid for so long, but also the reason this moment could never have happened any earlier. Don't skip, because the next chapter holds the revelation that has been waiting since the very beginning. The moment can no longer be delayed. Your soulmate feels as though every path they have walked has led them to this exact second. The silence that once protected their heart now feels like the only thing standing in the way of the truth. They take one final breath, knowing that after tonight, nothing inside them will remain hidden. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next few words carry the answer they have been holding onto for far too long. A quiet voice within them finally whispers, "Tell the truth." Instantly, every memory returns with incredible clarity, the first moment they noticed you differently, the conversations they replayed countless times, and the feelings they kept convincing themselves would eventually disappear. But they never did. Instead, they became stronger with every passing day. That is the secret they never expected to carry for this long. It was never fading away, it was growing. Tonight, they finally understand that hiding the truth has only made it more powerful, and there is no reason left to keep pretending. Yet, just as the confession is about to be spoken, something completely unexpected happens. They realize there is one final piece of the story they have never shared with anyone, a single detail that changes the meaning of everything you've heard so far. That hidden piece is about to come into the light, and once it does, the mystery surrounding this entire journey will finally begin to make perfect sense. Don't skip, because the next chapter reveals the one truth they believed would stay hidden forever. The waiting finally reaches its end. Your soulmate realizes there is nothing left to protect by remaining silent. Every heartbeat carries the same message: the truth deserves to be heard. The fear that once controlled every decision slowly fades away, replaced by a quiet confidence they have never felt before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because this is the moment everything begins to change. With complete honesty, they finally admit what they spent so long trying to hide. It was never a lack of feelings. It was never forgetting you. The real secret was that every attempt to move forward somehow brought them back to the same thought: you. No matter how busy life became or how much time passed, your place in their heart never disappeared. They simply believed the right moment had not yet arrived. Tonight, they understand that waiting any longer would only leave more words unspoken, and they refuse to let that happen. But even after revealing the secret they promised would remain hidden forever, one final surprise still remains. They are about to make a decision that no one saw coming. A choice that could open an entirely new chapter in this story. Don't skip, because what happens next is even bigger than the confession itself, and the journey is far from over. The confession has finally been spoken, but something even more unexpected begins immediately afterward. Your soulmate feels an incredible sense of relief, as though a burden carried for countless days has suddenly disappeared. Yet deep inside, they know this was never the true ending. It was only the first door opening. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next step they take is the one they have imagined more times than they could ever admit. For the first time, they stop looking at the past and begin looking toward the future. They realize that every delay, every unanswered question, and every silent moment has taught them something valuable. Instead of wishing they had spoken sooner, they become grateful that the truth has finally found its moment. Their heart is no longer asking, "What if?" It is asking, "What comes next?" That single question changes everything. It gives them the courage to move forward with honesty instead of hesitation. But just when they believe every secret has finally been revealed, one final discovery quietly appears before them. It is a realization they never expected. One that connects every chapter of this journey into a single unforgettable story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. The final chapter holds the last piece of the mystery, and when it is revealed, you will understand why this night was destined to unfold exactly the way it did. Tonight reaches the moment everything has been leading toward. The silence is gone. The hidden truth has been spoken. Yet the greatest surprise was never the secret itself, it was the courage it took to finally reveal it. Your soulmate realizes that some stories are not written in a single conversation. They are written through patience, hope, and the willingness to stop hiding what truly matters. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge has been waiting for you since the very beginning, and now every piece of the journey finally fits together. Looking back, every unanswered question suddenly has meaning. Every delay became preparation. Every quiet moment became a lesson. The secret they swore to hide forever was never meant to create distance, it was meant to lead to a moment where honesty could finally replace uncertainty. What once felt like confusion now feels like clarity. What once felt unfinished now feels like the beginning of a brand new chapter. They understand that the greatest change was not the words they spoke, it was the decision to stop letting fear control their future. As this chapter closes, one thought remains in the air. Every meaningful journey has a moment when everything changes forever, and this was that moment. The mystery has become truth, the silence has become a voice, and the future now feels brighter than the past ever could. Stay till the end, because every ending is also the beginning of another unforgettable story, and perhaps the next chapter is closer than anyone realizes. The night grows quieter, but inside your soulmate's heart, everything has changed. There is no longer a battle between hiding and speaking. There is only peace. For the first time in a long while, they no longer wonder whether the truth should have been revealed. They know it was the right moment all along. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the story is about to reveal one final perspective that changes everything you have heard so far. As they reflect on this journey, they begin to notice something extraordinary. Every delay carried a purpose. Every unexpected turn prepared them for a stronger future. Even the moments that felt confusing were quietly guiding them toward this unforgettable night. They realized that the greatest secret was never simply the words they kept hidden, it was the transformation happening inside their own heart. While they believed they were waiting for the perfect time, they were actually becoming the person brave enough to embrace complete honesty. That realization fills them with hope unlike anything they have ever experienced. Now, only one final chapter remains. It is not about another secret. It is about what happens after the truth has finally been spoken. A new beginning stands just beyond this moment, waiting to unfold in a way neither of you could have imagined when this journey first began. Don't skip. Stay till the end. The final chapter brings the conclusion that connects every moment into one unforgettable story.